Now this is the Super 88 that my dad was driving yesterday or the other day when he was cutting the hay along with me. And this is the number 11 trailer type mower that he was using. Go into a little bit more detail about this one. First off, we'll start with the tractor. This was an Oliver Super 88. Now, what Oliver did with their numbering system, they kind of just used a bit of a natural progression. Like, for instance, I'll use the 70 that I was haying with today for making the windrows for the bales. The 70 progressed to become the next generation called the 77. And then the progression after that, they started calling it the Super 77. And then they did a little bit of a design change with the front end, and then they started calling those the 770. With the 88 here, they kind of did the same thing. It started out as the 80, although I don't know for sure if the 80 was a row crop such as these are. I think the 80 may have only been a field tractor. A row crop tractor can be used either in the field pulling equipment, or it can be in this configuration. It is also can be used for working row crops. And if you look over here, a little hole on the side of the frame right over here, there's another one back over here that's behind the toolbox here, right down there. And what that is, you can put a long bar in those two slots over there, and then you can put a row crop cultivator on to cultivate corn with it. There was also an application where there was a front mounted corn cultivator, which we actually did have one of those on here at one point, but we don't have it on there any longer. We're no longer in the corn. But the 80 was, I think, only a field tractor, so it wasn't in a row crop configuration. Then they came out with the 88, and the 88 progressed into the Super 88, such as this one. And this one also has a 6-cylinder engine in it. Most of the later ones, they all did have 6 cylinders. The 60 series and the smaller ones were really the only ones that had a 4-cylinder for the Olivers. We bought this tractor a number of years ago. This was not brand new for us. We really don't have any of them other than the Cockshot 30 that were new to us when we got them. There's my cousin over on the top of the hill over there finishing up the baling. So this was, we used this tractor many years. We actually even fed cows in the wintertime with this one. We put it in front of our hay wagon up over there for feeding the cows. I'll see if I can zoom in on it right there. Let's see. That's it right there. I really can't see it very well. But we pulled that with this tractor here many years and fed our cows with that. But now it's a baling tractor. It's a mowing tractor and other, little summer projects tractor. It's not being really used very heavily any longer. Now this is the number 11 trailer type mower. The difference between the John Deeres and the Internationals, and I'll point it out over here, other than the fact that it's a John Deere or an International, is this one actually has what's called a pitman arm to operate the sickle bar. So what it is this cylinder right over here spins in a circle, and that pushes this shaft right and left like a piston, and that operates the sickle bar. Now I'll go over here and I'll show you the 1100 that I was running the other day. This one has a different kind of process that this one works with. See, it's got a big pulley here with a belt on it, and that goes down to this little pulley down over here, also attached to the belt. And then right in over here, this is what's called the wobble box. What it is the pitman mechanism is inside of this, and that allows it to, as the power going into it is spinning, it transfers it into back and forth motion, which that then operates the sickle bar that way. And right down in there is where it comes out of the wobble box and operates the sickle. So that's how they do that. They are a bunch of big teeth like this that just go along above the ground and just zip the hay off, just like that. And as you can see, the cutter bar on the John Deere mower is basically the same process. It's got the little teeth on it right over here, and it just rocks back and forth. It slides back and forth this way, and it slices the hay down, and it just lays down behind the mower then. So like I said, this one here, we had bought this one used. We had to do quite a bit of work to it to get it up into usable condition, and we did hay with this one many years. So that's a walk around of Dad's tractor that he was running. Thank you.